The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. We Talk Wrestling. For the one stop you need for the most intriguing stories and headlines, and info on independent shows in multiple regions, We Talk Wrestling has you covered. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the Night Owl, DJ Big Sexy, Luke Roberts, The Alpha, Jay Wade, Nightmare Jones, and many others as they bring you the hottest takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and the only place to get news on the most popular fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Catch them every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Find all of their media outlets on their website at WrestleTalkPodcast.com.
Before each and every show, we like to remind our audience that freedom is never free, and all of us should be grateful to those who lay it all on the line. To all our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation every day, we love you and appreciate the sacrifices you make to protect all of us.
Get ready for episode number 128 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as we welcome one of the newer wrestling sensations getting reposted on all social media and the current Cape Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Hashtag trending Trent Daniels. This podcast is scheduled for one episode, where falls count everywhere.
Now we'll get that shit out of the way right now. Everybody, welcome to the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. It is episode number 128. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Fucking shit.
I came at you with the spitball, man. You didn't know where that was going. So, anyway, Rough Cut Rick Ruby here on the top left and to the top right, of course. The Gem City Mouse, The Miz, and of course DQ down here at the bottom.
And if you notice, I'm getting in the spirit of things for the show tonight.
And hopefully that's probably, I mean, that won't hit X, but hopefully it'll hit everywhere else, like TikTok and Instagram, and hopefully,
Yeah, Facebook.
Is MySpace still a thing, or?
I think so.
What?
It's just not a thing with us.
I mean, yeah. I thought it was like, what is something still a thing? I was like, God, I hope nobody just guessed MySpace for crying out loud.
That's what he just asked.
What about Google Plus?
Did he really?
Yeah. Hey, dude, I was all about fudging Google Circle.
Yeah. And
Google
play this
Circle.
song again. Let me rewind this cassette. So. Oh my gosh, guys. Anyway. Coming off well, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It seems, I think I need to go get checked out at the doctor, because this is like the second or third weekend in a row, like either Saturday or Sunday, I just like be coming down with something. And of course, I'm working like mad, like 60 or 70 hour weeks. So between everything and I don't know, I think it's just catching up with me, and I don't know. Hopefully this bucked up energy is going to get me through tonight. So, that's all I can hope for. That's all I can hope for. So,
Hi, Skylar over there.
What's up, everybody?
Either the plague or gonosyphilis.
Stop it.
You're like I didn't hear what you said. I don't care. But anyway.
Can you not hear me at all, or what?
Yeah, I can. No, I'm just, usually my volume's pretty good. I know I can hear Zimiz. We talked about this in our meetings, as far as microphones, we talked about that. I've got equipment. You just got to find a way to get it, All
right, I don't slum it down to where you live. I stay in good neighborhoods. You know that. Beverly Hills, Dallas.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
Y'all
know
are so
Indiana,
bucks.
Arkansas's got some lovely towns. Let me tell you. And yeah, I mean, at least the
Yeah,
ladies are
and there's
cheaper.
32 teeth in the whole town, and it's a town
Well,
of 500 people.
I'm,
So
I'm glad that QFC still hit.
Dude, there's a lot of orders coming in for catering over the Christmas holiday. It's oh, well, he had to run back to the kitchen. So I mean, I'm not even looking at the green screens.
Get your butt back here.
Oh my gosh. Who else is sitting up in the chat here tonight? Yeah, of course Tyler Cooley's in here. Make sure
that's
once
something to be
again,
proud
guys.
of.
We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitch, and of course on X at FCE Podcast. I'm getting more used to saying X now, with everything. But too bad that we are going to be getting some brand new T-shirts here, but they didn't get our print corrected. Well, I didn't get them a corrected print because I didn't know. And don't you love when people are hitting you on Facebook, a messenger, when you're trying to do a show and they have absolutely no idea what you're doing? God. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Leave us alone, Kyle.
There's a
Let us
lot
get
of
through the
things that
show,
have been
then
bothering me
let's
for the last 48 hours. So let me just say,
Let it go.
yeah, I don't know. It's easier said than done.
Oh yeah, true.
Sad thing is,
What?
the future it is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good guy right there.
There you go. There's Herb Simmons right there. Good evening, gentlemen. Yes. So,
Damn.
anyway, so Z, how's your weekend been? How's your weekend been, man? Anything good going? I heard that maybe you're getting a little something better maybe coming along with a problem of yours at the house.
Yes. So I will be starting back at Sam's Club. So
That's right.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool going back to where I've been hearing a lot of rumbles about, Punk going back to WWE, blah blah blah. Here, shout out Nathan Wade. We Talk Wrestling. He helped do the takeover here, but he just recently said he can't stand Punk, and I'm like, what? I'm a Punk fan. I've been a Punk fan. Like, even when Punk walked out, I was like, I'm still a fan of Punk. I don't care. Even when Punk got knocked out in UFC, I'm still a fan of Punk. Like, Punk's cool to me. I enjoy him as a person just watching him, right? And he's back, and Nathan's like, he sucks. He's just a hypocrite. He's just a hypocrite. He went there and cried baby stuff in AEW, and then jumps over to WWE, and I'm like, bro, shut up. Hold on. We don't even know the whole stories. Like, you know how Zamiz rolls. I don't do the dirt sheets and stuff. I don't care what Jack Perry says or the Young Bucks or, Kenny Omega. I kind of give him a little credit because I like Kenny. So that's the one guy. But we don't know the whole story. Like, I want to know what Punk's true side is, but he really hasn't talked about it. So let him go do it over here. If he says he's home, if he said he had to go over there and realize he fudged up by going to the wrong company on a comeback, like, he's going to make money, dude. And I'm excited to see it as a fan. So I'm down.
He got his ice cream sandwiches in the other company, at least, so.
Right.
Did he? There was ice cream sandwiches?
His debut show, they gave him out.
That doesn't count. Yeah. I want old school, shaped as the wrestler, ice cream cones. The one like Hulk Hogan. They're like, yeah, my brother.
And just... First of all, they were never ice cream cones. They were the little.
They were they were cooking with the ice cream in the middle.
That's what they did for Punk. That's what they did.
But it was in his face and stuff.
It was his whole body.
Was it?
I will say though,
I wasn't paying attention.
I will say that I do not remember a action figure ice cream bar, because that to me is a little bit more cannibalistic and kind of weird.
Wait, an action? No, like they have their they were printed on the cookie.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. This fact already knows about that. I mean, come on. I already know about that. So, I mean, come on. No, I knew about those. I wish they would honestly bring those back in the stores, that they would capitalize, Oh,
I know. I can make a dirty comment about how many Rhea Ripley's I'd spent.
Stop.
Oh my.
My wife ain't watching.
Yeah. Different flavors.
Ooh.
Cherry or strawberry?
Ruby, this is for
Outside.
PlayStation conversation. Stop.
Oh yes, I know. I know. Sorry, buddy.
Hey, hold on. But you know what, Z? You can still get the CM Punk ice cream bar right now on eBay.
Right.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Okay. Now go home, bro. Go home. Go home.
Get
Oh.
out. I'm not that big of a. I'm not that big of a fan of CM Punk.
We could think of much better things to do with $1,000. Like, hey, like even helping out with maybe the Cauliflower Alley Club. Or
100%.
how about if you're a company? How about maybe think about sponsoring the SICW Fan Fest too? That would be on May 17th and 18th. Falls Count Everywhere podcast is already committed and will be there, despite when anything else may be going on that day. We will be there.
High five.
There you go. We will be there. So
GQ, how you been since we went over me? What's been going on for you?
Oh me. Well, no, I like I said, it's just I don't know what it is, and like I said, I'm seriously gonna have to get to a doctor because it's either I may have to slow down my schedule as much as I hate to, and I think I may. Oh, I think I may have that choice this week to kind of slow down a little, but I've also got a lot of work to do around the house. We don't even have our tree up yet.
Slow down, buddy. It's time to slow down. We're in the season of slowing down. I believe it. We're in the season of slowing down and relaxing.
Can I go back to what I was asked now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I did ask GQ.
You were asked something? My bad.
I asked GQ, since we're done talking about me, how are you doing? You went, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, yeah, go ahead, GQ.
I want to hear about what you... It's pretty. I mean...
Here's the better belt. We showed the horrible one last week.
Oh, yeah, the Heenan. There you go.
I still don't like the print, dude. It's eerie.
It's actually engraved and everything. No, so
it's really nice though. It's cool.
Looks like one of the ghosts
other
from like
than that, that's about it. Not much happened over the weekend.
Okay, so just that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of keeping elsewhere and stuff, but that's about it.
That's Mid-States Wrestling was over in Harrison, Arkansas. Tyler Cooley actually got in a vehicle with the fan, went down there to Harrison, Arkansas, came back today. So some good times here, some good shows.
The people that drove him down owe me money now because I was paid to keep him down there.
That's his mom and stepdad. I don't think they're going to do that. Dude, holy crow. Dude, I ain't 21. So I know I'm not 21. Thanks for the painful reminder that I'm an old ass. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Skylar always messes
double that. He's more than
Skylar always messes with me. He's like about stuff in the agitator. He's like, "We're so old." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not old. Shut up."
Yeah, who's this weed? But
there's a lot. So many things that happened. Apparently, Mephisto was attacked by Gary J at PWE. There was a great crowd over at Dynamo over in Farmington, and a great crowd down at what the hell was that place in the town called? Where American Championship Wrestling was, not Mountain Grove. Shoot, help me out.
No, you're thinking of Cedar Hill.
That too.
All right.
Yeah. All the Missouri towns look alike.
All right.
You tell me I'm wrong. Okay, come on. You tell me I'm wrong. Every show we've done is showing. You can always find a Pizza Hut, a gas station, a Quick Trip, or a Casey's. And usually I end up finding some kind of gentleman's establishment by mistake.
If it's not an actual professional building, it's somebody's backyard. Depends on where you're at. Oh,
QFC.
Hey, great shot, great job of those taglines. So just like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So, that's right. MSW, such an amazing production. We've actually got one thing to talk about here, and I'm going to go ahead and just bring this up. Do this and do that.
Oh, Lord.
So,
woo!
Yeah, so I want to talk about last week on Dynamite with Ric Flair. So, cutting a promo on the mic, okay? So, this is in regards to where he... In part of his promo, he invited issued an invitation to women in the audience from ages 18 to 28 to come to his hotel room with no boyfriends or husbands. Okay, so that line works about 40 years ago. Ric Flair is 74 years old. He's got his youngest kid is way older than this age range, and that
Tyler Cooley.
So to me, guys, I don't know. To me, this has kind of gone too far. But he did post on X and Instagram with the following earlier this week. He said, "I am so tired of hearing all this negativity. I don't need to work and I don't need the money. Can I simply enjoy being by my dear friend Sting's side for the next few months without so much hatred? I know I'm old, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy life. I have earned the right to do whatever I want, and I'm exactly where I want to be. I appreciate everything, Tony Khan, but I'm more than willing to walk away if I'm embarrassing you and your company. And all I can say is sorry." Well, bro, Rick, I know the guy's a legend, okay? But there's so much that you can only do with your character at a certain age, and it's like, I don't know.
But-
to me that just spells, I don't know.
No, see,
Creepy.
hold on. But here's the thing, though. What was wrong
He's
with
looking like
promo?
more like old grandpa from Jackass these days. I mean,
other
who wants
than
to
the
hang
fact-
around with that?
Other than the age difference, what was wrong with this promo? Not a damn thing.
I have to agree with GQ on this.
I mean, other than the age thing, there was nothing wrong with his promo. He was willingly inviting people to come. Didn't say, "Hey, I want to touch you in these weird places" or anything like that. It wasn't a creepy thing. It was the way that he is.
He invited women to come with no boyfriends or husbands, even though he is. Yeah, we know how. Yeah, Tick Flair. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Tick Flair?
that's the thing. That's he corrected himself with that.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, he does. He says Rick.
I hope this isn't a fucking winning ticket. Sorry, excuse my language, but the catch is like really upset me now. That.
Put that line in the cage, will you?
What's wrong? GQ has invited women back.
If they want to bar.
Doesn't mean.
Sorry, I'm going a little.
It doesn't mean like one. You can assume things are going to happen, and there's still a lot of people that are calling him like a creeper or a. There was another term that somebody had said and everything, but
I just happened to look up. I personally, okay, so like, I'm a Ric Flair. I'm a dude. Like, Rick's the guy. As a fan of his, I'm already over him being there, and it has nothing to do with the promo. It was literally about him just being there. Like, I like watching Ric Flair outside of wrestling now, like doing other things, I guess. I don't understand. I think let's just let him watch it. It's going to be our last time, hopefully. Like, Sting and him leaving together is going to be an awesome thing, but I didn't see anything about the promo. I don't get like why people are mad about it. It's just a creepy old man. Like, why are we so worried about canceling everybody? Who cares?
It's sick, dude.
If they're turning heel now, I would love it. Like,
has no business. Has no business for that. The man's getting around with a cane. The guy barely can speak a straight sentence at times. The guy isn't. He's 74, and the only thing I want him to do is help guide Sting. The Nature Boy doesn't need to be the Nature Boy. He's there to help Sting and put Sting out there. They can walk off in the sunset, come AEW Revolution, whatever, and then that's it.
I don't understand all the promos. I don't get all the promos they keep doing. Like, I don't even want Sting there, dude. So it has nothing to do with the promo.
But
go ahead.
If Flair can keep up with what he said in the promo, I mean, come on now,
I don't want to. My fear is him getting back in the ring, and I do not want to see Ric Flair in the ring again. Like, I love Rick to death. Like, every wrestling fan, probably every wrestler has a love for Ric Flair at some point in their life. They're like, this guy is either so good that I hate his guts, or like I just really enjoy him because like that's what Ric Flair did but I'm over seeing Ric Flair in like. I'm so new school, wanting to merge the old school and like the younger guys learn about the older stuff, but I'm over the old guys being there, and Rick's that guy. Like, go away. But I love you.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm almost willing to throw down money from now until Revolution. Ric Flair is going to get inside the ring and actually target an offensive move on somebody or his own jacket. He's going to try to throw an elbow down, and he's going to take forever getting up. And I'm guaranteeing you right now that's going to happen because that's what Ric Flair wants. He wanted to put this in his freaking dialogue for his promo. What's to say? It's only one move. I can handle it. You know, I'm Ric Flair. Heck, I'm almost going to be 75 years old, about ready to bust a hip on pay-per-view. Who cares? You know?
I mean,
let's go.
Who was it that he just recently got into a like X war? Now is it an X war? Because it's not a Twitter war; it's an X war
or a post war. I don't know what it is.
They're talking about the fact that he's like. I think it was Vince Russo. He said that he's like Vince Russo, 100% red. I want to die in the ring. Like he said it.
That's why Ric Flair needs to be done after Revolution. So
thank you, bro.
You've done your time. You're the greatest of all time. Now please go home to Wendy and rest. And when CarShield calls you, go do a commercial, then go home. So
that CarShield commercial is bomb.
Yeah.
Woo!
I will say that one with that spot where guy takes his freaking lunch and hits him with the chair. That's funny. Dude,
we still love you, Rick, though.
Yeah, we love you, Rick. Stop being a creepo, okay? That's all I gotta say.
I still don't get how that's creepy. I mean,
it's okay. It's creepy.
We know GQ. Your loins are freaking always on the go. I get you, okay? Put it on ice for a bit, all right?
Take a cold shower, kid.
Yeah. Go get the cold water running. Go get yourself
busy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think you know what's wrong with me. When someone gets under my skin, I'm going to start going off. That's it. Being a creep. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I've had too much of this. I'm so sorry.
Too much hater.
Okay? I've had too much of that. Okay? All right. But, you know, I'm just trying to get better, man. I am. If y'all really know me from this past month, I'm really trying to get better. So, otherwise,
we're going to move on. Unicorn. Feel the magic. Taste the rainbow.
That's pretty cool.
Get that fruit basket out of here.
Yeah.
Good Lord. hey, throw it over here. I got a little bit of. I could throw some rings at it.
See, I'd hate to let you guys know what one of my collections is.
Okay.
People would question me.
Like My Little Pony later.
Is it close to this?
Ding ding, ding ding.
Did you really?
As long as you don't say you're a brony, we're okay.
100%, bro. I got two girls, man.
My pretty pony.
I got two girls. I'm not afraid to admit it, bro. my girls put on My Little Pony. I'm there.
Zach,
well, no, I mean, you are a father. That's a little bit okay. Now, if you were,
I'm 100%. It's all because of my girls.
Then there will be a lot of questions.
No, it's 100% my girls. But I have a piggy bank collection of My Little Ponies.
My friend used to talk about somebody that she knew that was a brony, and he made it weird. So, just say
let's go to local shows.
Yeah. Let's see. What kind of shows are happening soon?
Well, I didn't get a chance to get to that here this week. Guy Smiley was tardy and he didn't. But all I can tell you that this week,
the Frog was a reporter, not Guy Smiley.
I don't know. Oh no, that's Derek. Yeah, Derek got too recreational with some lettuce and couldn't make the trip. So
that could be somebody Derek that we know. I'm just saying.
Yes. Here we go. This is this Saturday, Granite City, 4801 Maryville Road. You can go visit IllinoisEliteWrestling.ticketleague.com for Illinois Elite Wrestling's Holiday in Hell. And then, of course, let me see if I can find the other.
I will be there. Yep, I'll be there for that show.
Yeah. Yeah, he will be there. With those. Oh, what happened to my posters? Oh, here we go. One more poster I will end up here showing. And like I said, I'm going to get things here fixed here next week, guys, because we're going to have a load of shows actually for next week. So we'll show one more here, and then we're going to get to our guest here with Mr. Dangles here. But this is also this Saturday, World League Wrestling Christmas Bash Spectacular. This is at the Harley Race Arena in Troy, Missouri. Go to harleyrace.com to get your tickets now. Basically, Superstar Steve, of course, their heavyweight champion. Ellers in action, Brandon Espinoza. Well, I guess SB is there. I guess he won't be in Granite City, will he? Austin Mulitato will be in there. Derek Stone, Moses, man.
Wait a minute, Derek Stone. Where's Derek at?
There.
Okay. Sorry, I'm in another screen. That's why I didn't see you guys.
Yeah. So.
I'll bring it up.
So once again, visit harleyrace.com. Harleyrace.com is where we want to get your tickets in advance, and I think they even start at 5. So they're also doing a canned food drive here as well. So if you bring $5 and 5 canned goods, they're going to let you in the door. But if you don't bring any canned goods, it's $20. So there you go. There's your prices for that. So
bring your canned goods.
Food drive. Help out that drive, yo. Because people need it not just for the holidays, they need it all year round. We need people need help all year round for this. So
can I
just to let you know. But
can I bring up one more show?
Yeah.
Where is it? Share screen window. And
by the way, your video is 5 seconds behind your audio.
Seriously?
Yes.
Okay, I'll reboot that in a second. Just give me a second. Let me show this though.
He's talking Japanese.
Awesome.
Go in Japanese.
Again, February 17th in Berwyn, Illinois is the final match of the Wild Man Beast. And if I can get to the next screen real quick, which would be here at the Berwyn Eagle Club. Apparently already signed for this to go out with the Beast is none other than yours truly.
Oh, so that's how that got pushed. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. I'm joking. Come on. Let's see. What? Who is this? Douglas O'Shea.
That's
did he leave?
That's Aaron. Hey, Mr. Aaron Wallace. Welcome.
All right. Apparently GQ's having some problems here, but we'll go ahead and
yeah, he had to reboot his computer. Remember?
Oh, that's right. He did. That's right. Now we're going to go ahead and bring Trent on anyway here because he's been waiting long enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is our featured guest of the evening who has been waiting patiently here in our green room. He has been, for a good handful number of years, been touring around the Midwest and Mid-South, basically Missouri, Illinois, Tennessee, Indiana, and, of course, maybe some other spots we haven't mentioned yet. But he has won several championships, and he is actually one of the most trending sensations in wrestling here, whether it comes to X or if it comes to anywhere else, TikTok, Instagram, who knows?
Shut up, Tyler.
So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only hashtag trending Trent Daniels.
That was normally I get irritated when people do my introduction because it's just terrible. Let me back up here. It's just terrible, but you did a great job, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got a lot of times of talking to myself in the mirror, so I got a lot of, I didn't have many friends back days. So.
And I also, I have to say, like, normally you go a lot of these small towns, and not gonna lie, they're pretty podunk towns, and the professionalism that you put on for your show, this is great.
Yeah, no. I know some of those small towns. You probably like where this guy got from, and it was from when somebody yelled down at the oil change, "Hey, drop your tools, get out the ringside." And that's how you got somebody ended.
Trust me, we've all been to those podunk towns, and we definitely never wanted to represent that style on this show. By no means. Of course, you got GQ as well. You got the Gem City Mouth and Rough Cut down here. I mean, so
the man, I hear talking about bringing some ladies home. I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. So we're gonna get into a lot of things, especially. So really, you've been really catching some heat this fall, man. A lot of things going your way.
It's really it hasn't right, I'm gonna cut you off. It hasn't even been this fall. This whole year for me has been insane.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's probably one of your better years as far as I can recall, and we're going to get into talk about that. And of course, like I said, for those in the chat, if you guys any questions, comments, anything else, make sure you're heading up hashtag trending Trendangles here in the chat, because this guy is doing it all over the place. He's taken the internet by storm. One of the great talents inside the ring.
And I'm just gonna put this out there real quick, Ruby. If you have questions, make sure it's about Trent or towards Trent.
I mean, if it's not about me, we just don't listen.
Hello.
No, yeah, no, I agree.
Hello. What did that? Why was that?
How many times have we had people ask a question that has regards like towards the person? What do you think of Stone Cold? Like, that's not a question. We know who
technically it is.
Bro, are you smoking right now? How long have I been doing this stuff? Seriously, I know how to treat our guest.
I'm not talking about you. I was talking about the fans.
God damn, boy. What is wrong with you?
You got all day. Right. I can explain it now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he went after you.
Boy, he needs to sip out some pimp juice and get the fuck right, man. Because I'm telling you right now, I treat all of our guests with dignity. And trust me, we're going to have some upcoming guests here that I know I'm going to treat with dignity, and I treat with utmost respect. So, oh my God!
So Trendy Trent, let's just get it started here, buddy.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
So how long you been into the business, roughly, and then who got your start? How did you find your way? Was it from fandom or just like being at a show and being like, oh, well, that's kind of cool, let's go that way? Or how did you get your start? Where did you start up, with your roots in wrestling?
Oh, man. I mean, I think I kind of have that story. Of course, I saw it on TV as a kid. The earliest memory I have of seeing wrestling on TV was Eddie Guerrero shortly before he passed away. So that's something that I hold pretty close, having that memory with me. And then I got the opportunity to train with a local company when I was in my teen years. But as you get older, things happen, things don't work out. Normally, most times it's for the better. And then life happens, and I moved down to Cape Girardeau about 7 years ago, and heard there was a company that was going to start training and opening a school. So I was like, if I'm going to do it, now would be my time to do it at the age that I'm at.
So how long have you been in the business then?
I've been 5 years. I've been wrestling for 5 years now.
5 years? 5 years. With Ken, who'd you get your start? Who'd you get your start with? How
Championship wrestling. It was Brandon Barbwire was my trainer. But he's probably one of the best in-ring workers I've ever seen. He's probably one of my top wrestlers as far as independent wrestlers go. Just because not just because he trained me, just because his work inside the ring speaks for itself.
Oh, okay, man. So, yeah, So Cave's been around for a good while. I mean, he's been down there for a good number of years.
And it actually, of course, back in the day, it was the Pafo area. All the Pafos were there.
Right, yeah. So yeah, all the Pafos were down there too. Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, as far as getting your start down there, with Cape. So, well, I mean, before you got in here, obviously, I mean, what guys did you kind of look at, like when you were growing up? Like, I mean, obviously, you had to start watching at some point, before. I mean, no one just walks up to a school when they're like, like say for instance, if you're like a field hockey player or you play lacrosse, and all of a sudden you're like, ooh, wrestling, I'll try that one day. Obviously, you had to go and do something else. So, when did you start watching wrestling? Who were the guys that you mainly were you big fans of, and where you kind of get your styles from as far as your in-ring work?
Oh man, I love really old school wrestling. Surprisingly, like I love guys like Andy Kaufman, Jerry Lawler, Rod Piper. God, there's so Bob Backlund. There's so many that I can name. Just that old school professional wrestling style really enthuses me, and that's where I kind of try to incorporate that into my in-ring style. Guys that I looked up to, of course, growing up, guys like that. And then there's the Eddie Guerreros, the Edges, the John Cena, the Rock, Stone Cold, all those guys. I mean, if you're you can't say you're not a fan of all those guys. Like all those guys influenced me, because they all were just amazing talents. That's it. It's crazy how many guys I look up to and look at and think, wow, there's so much that I can learn from that person, or that person, or that person.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, as far as the styles, I mean, I always say, because honestly, you have to kind of go back to the territory days to get really the feel and the passion of everything else. And there was just like so many territories. I mean, when you go down to Mid South with Bill Watts, or
so good. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's I love all those old school territory, like that Florida State territory, the Smokies, all that, like all that time in wrestling, like that was the boom. Like that was the boom of wrestling. Like when all those territories were running and all the stars that they had, that was really the gold time for me of wrestling, if I say so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Real quick, Trent, we're having some issue with hearing you at times. You're really crackly and breaking up. I don't know if you might be able to do a quick fix real quick, or if we have to take a short pause real quick, because I know a lot of people have said it. Yeah, even Herb and another wrestler that was watching has said the audio is bad.
Ironically, Jason Static is telling you. That's the irony.
Static has said he has static.
And Zia was almost saying, dude, I think I'm going to have to restart. No, bro, it's not you.
Dude, I thought it was me, man.
That works.
Yeah.
Well, we know you're at your gym that you guys sponsors your company and stuff. So give us a rundown of that gym and that stuff, but also see if you can get on their Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
They're actually there. You guys hear me better?
No, it's still bad. Try a quick reboot. We could take a break real quick on it and try a quick reboot.
Yeah, if you need a reboot and come back in, I mean, we could.
Yeah, because you were good.
We got you, man. We're here for you.
Yeah, we'll be here. So, and if you got a reboot, brother, then go right ahead, because we'll
go
be
ahead
here.
and do that real quick. We'll be right back.
Oh no, we're going to be right here, but I'm just.
No, I know. I mean, no, we'll be right back with him. We'll continue.
Oh yeah. What if I should do
I
this?
didn't even realize that you pointed that one out, Ruby. That it was Jason Static that pointed out that he had static.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll sit at the bottom here for a bit. Kind of rotating like the Brady Bunch here, but.
Just be like,
I know I had a leak because I had a reboot as well. Ruby, so far there's already been 100 tickets sold for that event already, and that's
which one?
For the Beast
for the Beast one, man.
The Beast. Nice. So.
Yeah. And we had to get them to put all the information on there because people coming out. There's people coming from out of town. There's people coming from Puerto Rico to watch this.
I mean, I will say this: if anyone deserves it in this local area, one of the people I will say is the Beast, and not because I'm kind of intimidated by the guy, but he's really a cool guy.
Yeah.
Hold on. He was the best man at my wedding. I've been out to eat with him, and the mofo still intimidates me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
he was the best man at your wedding?
Yes. And it kept the place from burning down. Something with Unity candles falling over. He saved the day. That should have been a good sign on that. But now let's go back to who we were talking about, the trending one himself, Trent Daniels. And
are you still trending?
I hope it's better now.
Oh, beautiful!
That's stupendous, man. Yes.
Okay. Well,
nope,
hey,
nobody wanted to see Z up there, so
always everyone wants to see Z up here. Come on.
Yeah. No, that's a lot better, man. Obviously, that's awesome. So,
well, one question I do want to elaborate on or expand on. I mean, that you said about the territories is what really got you interested in business. Before we go into more about your training and your first match and stuff like that, do you think the business would be better with the territories, or do you think how it is now?
Oh man, that's a hard question because you can't deny that the business nowadays is well. I mean, WWE makes tons of money. AEW makes tons of money.
Sorry,
but regardless, the money that WWE brings in, there's no denying that the business is doing really good right now. And do I think that the territories having them around now, would they be better? I don't know. I can't say because honestly, it's like I've heard someone else say they're never coming back. So we'll never know.
I think it could to a point. Maybe not. You're still going to have the worldwide one like WWE, AEW, ROH, stuff like that. I think it could to a point, but I mean, there's so many things that could change with that. Definitely. I just wanted to get your input on that, since that's what got you interested in business, and since you've had 5 years looking into it.
There's NWA right now who is trying to open up territories, quote unquote. So I mean,
they did so well with their TV deal. So
it's great, right? Like,
can I throw an argument out about this whole topic real quick? Like, who says the territory? Who says the territory days like literally died? Like, look how the structure of wrestling is now. Everybody's just working their way up these different ladders, these different paths, right? To the metropolis, as everybody says. The metropolis is WWE. I don't care how you guys feel about AEW. I like AEW. I like TNA. I love what they're actually. I like what they're doing with ROH now. New Japan's still freaking awesome to me. So what says like there isn't technically kind of some territory-ish still alive in all that mess? There's so many letters out there, people. Do you really think territory days?
There definitely is. There definitely is. But if you look at the capacity of how many stars they had back then, and how many territories there were just in the United States alone at that time, it's way more of a bigger level than it is today, and then probably than it ever will be.
I'll agree with that. Okay, that was a good one.
I wouldn't argue it.
Let's
table that to after the interview tonight, because that's actually a good discussion topic we can go for a long while on. So,
Yeah, because
I mean, if you look at it like we're helping. I mean, this is one thing I think that Falls Count Everywhere does great, and I love the fact that I'm a part of this group and stuff, and that I even started my own group when it was just me and my 10 buddies talking about crappy wrestling on TV because we're getting fed up with WWE and stuff. But like this whole evolution started happening, in this like resurgence of fandom and things started happening, and it's been really cool to be in the ride. And I just don't think it's like. I understand that territories are dead, but what says that we can't rebuild that into a whole new type of way people look at wrestling? People in baseball, football, etc., watch all the way to high school now.
right.
Make that make sense. Why could wrestling not be the same thing? And if people don't get their heads out of their asses, we'll never see that kind of life again for wrestling, because we can legitimately see a greatness thing happen where guys like this guy, and we're building that platform right now as we sit with Falls Count Everywhere, but we get to see this guy talk about his level of professionalism and the local thing, and hopefully like this burst of, I think territories is still alive.
Let's definitely debate this one afterwards, definitely, because I know we can talk for hours and on this whole subject, and we wouldn't get much done with him there. So, but okay, so
I could go on and on. We should definitely get past that.
So, with your training and everything, how long did you train until you had your first match? And who was your first match against?
So it was probably a total of about 10 months, 9 to 10 months. And then my first match was against Brandon S.B. Espinoza.
That's my dude.
And I tell you what, just in that one match alone, I learned a lot. I learned a lot in that one match alone. And then he also, by the way, beat my ass. Like he beat me. Like it was no joke. It was definitely a memory that I will have, because I actually had seen him wrestle before when I was a kid, because going to some of the local shows around where I lived, he would be there. So it was a pretty fulfilling moment to get to have my first match with him.
You actually got back into crackling a little bit with your feed there, a little bit.
Yeah, just
a little bit.
Just a little bit. We good now?
Yeah. So just adjust the aluminum foil and the antenna a little bit, and you should be able to get it.
It's aluminum foil. Wow. Shoot. So, is it my turn, guys?
It is your turn.
I kind of lost.
We're just going with the flow here. So
yeah, I know. It's just I kind of wanted to make sure I wasn't stepping on any toes here. That's all. So in the short time you had in the business, I know Kate has come down with maybe there have been some names that have come through Cape. I mean, I know that have been down there to work, and
back in the day, Cape used to have a lot of the conventions happening at the same time as the wrestling show too. So
right,
the Cape Comic Con, it was happening at the same time at some point.
Right. So throughout your 5 years so far, has there been any names that you actually worked in the ring with so far, or maybe possibly taken some seminars from? And if you have taken seminars, what are some of those? What are some of the aspects you took away from the seminars that you didn't get from your initial training?
Oh man. And I mean, if you guys can hear me clearly now, not to take anything away from my trainer Brandon, but one of the seminars that I've taken that really taught me a lot was Delirious. And yeah, great guy. He just being and having the believability, making people get invested in what you're doing.
Well, you definitely got to admit, because Delirious has been there, and he was basically the main guy in charge of the top number 3 group in the States for the longest time. I mean, so getting the drive from him with that definitely is a good push. I mean, and that's why I always recommend any chance you get, like, to get seminars from people that have been there or have a lot of experience. I 100% always recommend it, whether it's Delirious or Ace Steel or somebody like that.
And I will, and that's part of our job. We're here to work. We're here to learn. We're here to go. And you can't be successful if you can't do that. So that's what you got to do.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I didn't get so because I know there were some names down there, and I think it was within the last year or so. There's somebody came down for a cage match against KLD. I forgot who it was against. God, I don't know, but it was like a real notable name too. That worked.
Oh, it was the god of the independent scene, Matt Cardona. That's who it was.
Oh, Cardona, of course. Yeah, Matt Cardona. How could I forget? Yeah, Cardona tore him a good one. So at least
that was a great match.
Yeah.
He's not the king of the indies. You know who he is. He's the indie god.
I mean, nobody can argue. As of right now, nobody can argue.
No. So I know.
I mean, he's got all the belts, but he doesn't have this one. So.
Oh, watch out! You watch out!
No. See, hold on. Cardona's already said he doesn't want any more titles right now. He has enough. Yeah,
I understand.
He has like 500 right now. So.
Understandable. I completely understand.
So one of us, not me this time, but somebody has a question from the chat.
I'll take it. So, Mr. Herb Simmons, by the way, he said you're a future star. I don't know if that's a big thing or anything, but some people tell me it is. But
I mean, I think I'm a current star. So
I think he might agree with you, to be honest with you. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years, sir? Like, give us a time frame. How far does Trending Trent want to go?
I mean, I want to go to the moon. Like, I want to take this as far as I possibly can. You know, everybody has that dream of whether, I don't care if it's, you know, I'm a businessman. I don't care if it's Impact, ROH, AEW, WWE. Whatever happens there has nothing to do with what, like, me working for one of those companies. It won't affect that because I'm here to make money, and I'm going to do a damn good job every single time I step in that ring and show why I'm worth the money.
So what's your time frame? Where you know you want to be a long reigning champion?
The next 3 years, I would love to be, you know, of course, sign somewhere. Like I hope that's always the goal. Nothing but up from here. Nothing but up.
Good answer.
I definitely say spread your wings out. Whether it's, you know, getting a hold of Mr. Simmons because he has a lot of contacts with people and everything. He does great shows, but especially with
absolutely. And I got to work down there for the first time. I think it was last month, and that was another very, very fulfilling moment because I used to go to those shows in East Crime Ballet and watch the shows as a kid. So getting to wrestle for Herb was a very big moment in my career, and that's the whole thing. I'm trying to get everywhere and go everywhere that I can, travel as much as I can because, you know, like I said, if you want to be successful with this, you got to put in the work.
Amen.
I have another suggestion on the place for you to check out: Cauliflower Alley Club. Definitely go to one of their reunions. You'll meet so many different people there, and you probably get some bookings all over the place there. Definitely, it's a good brotherhood, basically. You know.
Well, I appreciate you relaying that to me. I will definitely look into it.
Yep. So we said with what you were going to do and with the next 3 to 5 years. What have you accomplished that's on your that's been on your bucket list so far?
Oh man, I mean,
what do you have?
Just something that it's not even on. It wasn't on my bucket list, but something that I think is very cool to say, and I'm very proud to say is I did get to get my butt chewed out on the microphone by WWE Hall of Famer The Godfather. So that was a pretty cool moment for me in my career.
So wait a minute. So you're saying he smoked your ass?
He did. He did. He smoked my ass and then put me on the hoe train. So.
Well, maybe your great attitude, like Herb Simmons says, deserved it.
My attitude seems to get me in trouble a lot. That's probably why I'm 50 pounds lighter and I only have one belt and not two now.
Oh my. Okay. Well, shoot. Well, tell you what I'm going to do here, because I know it's my time to go around here, but I think we're going to take a little bit of a break in our questionnaire. Guys, keep them coming. If you guys got anything else for Trent, for hashtag trending Trent Daniels, definitely lay those questions in here, because we come to that time of the evening, folks, to where we're going to kick back and we're just going to let it all hang out with just a little bit of a laughter, at least at someone else's expense. That's right, everybody. It is that time. That's right. It's Wrestling's Gold Memes, everybody. And now brought to you by anything here this week.
Yeah, better not.
Now, we've already plugged that in. So.
Everybody wants a big box of KFC.
Or it can be brought to you by Bucked Up Energy. Remember, winner 123 gets you 20% off your entire order still.
Shout out another trending friend of ours.
That's right. You can thank Big Nasty Glenn Williams on that. Remember, anything for endurance, overall men's and women's health, energy, pre-workout, anything to help strengthen, even with guys. You need a little bit of testosterone boost? Bucked Up Energy's got that answer for you. So remember, buckedup.com. Winner 123 is your promo code to get you 20% off. So, guys, here we go with our first one. And how about when you show off in front of your friends, proving that mastering all these breakdancing manuals in the 80s really paid off?
That's such a great photo.
We've all seen it. We've all seen him do that. And yeah.
That's a great head spin.
I've never been a Shawn Michaels fan, but I've always been a fan of his.
I love that. That's one of my favorite Shawn Michaels moments.
And see, a move like that does not cause concussions, but it did cause his hair loss. So.
Dang.
Well, at least that's not what gave him the lazy eye.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to do a head spin,
don't do it. All right, it would be a bad move.
Yeah, because it'll prove hair loss. So, or I've heard see people break necks from trying to do that back in the day. That's just crazy. But then we only got we got a thin layer of cardboard on concrete, and you try that. I mean, what else is supposed to go wrong? And then, of course, we see Sid over here practicing his pose 4 years later after he.
Stop! That was horrible. Just stop. Next meme.
It's all in good fun. So how about when the waiter walks out towards you with the food, but then walks past you? So,
everybody's dad. That was mine.
Everybody's dad. That's actually me recently. So
yeah, I can see GQ. Yeah, I see it.
I fell victim to that too. So I mean, that's why I can make fun of that. I'm like, okay, no, it's the whole. You brought that person my order, and now I'm getting this person's order that's totally different. I'm like, don't swap them. Go back and remake it. So
but leave what you left here. I'll still eat it. I mean, but bring me my other stuff too.
Yeah.
And then you get your order. Then the manager comes out and says, "Well, we're sorry about that, sir. We're going to take that off your bill." So so it all works out.
I'm not paying for my water either. So
pay for water.
Next.
Oh yes. Want to listen to WWF The Music Volume 3?
Yes.
Knock her
Girlfriend
ass
says,
out.
"Oh my God, no!" And then break it down. And she's out.
Luckily, my wife is cool with this, and we've done this before.
Oh yeah.
We have Cody Rhodes' music in the. My love for Cody Rhodes, right? So we have Kingdom in my playlist, our road playlist, and it comes on, and the whole car is like, whoa! So, wrestling theme music's rocking me from day one.
A lot of catchy themes nowadays.
Two moves that will get you a boot from me, no matter what mood I'm in: the Dangle Garcia dance, or the wiggle from Norman Smiley. I will kick you.
Whoa! No! You cannot disrespect Norman Smiley.
No,
you can't. His dance was amazing.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, Santino Marella, invisible trombone thing go.
I like Daniel Garcia, so that's one of my favorites right now in the AEW.
Santino.
Next song near Ruby on, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it.
It's going to look ugly as sin too. I bet you anything. So.
Well, yeah, but still, I'm doing it.
And I'm recording it. So anyway, next one. The internet dirt sheets told me you were blue. Yep.
Oh, that one's good.
If y'all have, Trent, have you heard of Blue Cane?
I have heard of Blue Cane. He's the guy that comes out with snow instead of fire, right?
Yes. Yeah. I love it. I think it's the best thing in the world. It's so dumb. It's great.
All I can say to that is to each their own.
I'm trying to figure out what type of title that is. Like Subway Mania champion or something. It's like Subway Mania. I don't know. It's kind of funny though. That's
he's not even enough to be a $5 wrestling champion. So
But that look, posing at that look is priceless. It's like Glenn's like, what the hell? Oh my God.
I just want to see Blue Cane or this Cane team up with the Soul Taker. I'm saying that right now.
Is that a black Undertaker?
Yes.
Yes.
He was called something else back in the day. I'm not saying it. We're done. We're moving on.
There's also the Soul Taker back in the GWF era, right after World Class. That was done by who?
Godfather, yeah.
Mr. Charles Wright. That's right, the Godfather.
And Trent's already been told off by him anyway, so he doesn't care.
Yeah. Take soul. Anyway. So the last one, if you've not seen this here, I'm sure this has been floating around recently here. This is our lovely one of our lovely journalists from Sportskeeda. Say, when you hire CM Punk in spite of the fact that he beat up the Young Bucks and Jungle Boy? I hired CM Punk specifically because he beat up the Young Bucks and Jungle Boy.
Yes. That's a good one.
Man.
Oh my God, I love it. Oh, makes me happy. I used to be a fan of Jungle Boy too.
Yeah, shoot. Well, I don't know. Good luck to Jack Perry, man. It's like I knew. I'm going to go ahead and end this. We're going to kind of continue on with the with that whole incident back back over in London, whatever, this whole thing about with Tony Khan saying that he feared for his life. I mean, I don't know. If that was a work promo, that was the most horrible work promo. But if he was really scared for his life, seriously, do you really think CM Punk's going to really hurt a fly? I mean, he went 0-2 in the UFC. So, I mean, what makes you think he's going to hurt a fly? I mean,
I've seen him at the airport with fans. Trust me, he could and will. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. The guy learns. The guy is currently trained, and he constantly trains in jiu-jitsu. So I know Phil's a real deal. But when it comes to the octagon, it's a whole different story, bro. There's so many styles being thrown at you, so you don't know what to defend against, unless you get a.
Well, at least he knows in AEW he can use real glass now.
Wow. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Oh, God. Yeah, you can use real glass now. So far in your career here, Trent, and I've seen where you had, well, at least back a couple weeks ago, I think you had one of your greatest matches, or maybe was it a week prior, but. So what do you consider one of your best matches or the highlights of your career so far, with you being in for 5 years right now?
Oh man, definitely getting to wrestle Ring of Honor legend Cheeseburger was one of the probably one of my favorite matches in my career for sure.
Yes.
Hold on. Oh, but he doesn't realize that he's wrestled a cheeseburger and a hot dog in his career.
I mean, he's not wrong.
If anybody remembers the Rosebud? It was Rosebuds, wasn't it? Or was it the other the No Way Jose group? I think it was the Rosebuds. There was a hot dog that came out. It was Brandon Espinosa. Just saying.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to Esp?
Yeah. Why would I do that to Espy? Because I have a picture signed of him as the hot dog. I'm just saying.
Good Lord. So now also, like I said, back a little over about just over a week ago, you had faced Jackson Crowley, which was the All-Pro Wrestling champion down in Arkansas. And you actually apparently I thought it was just kind of for your title, or I didn't know it was title for title. I didn't know there was even a belt on the line, but apparently you guys would put the titles on the line against each other, and you did win. So Tyler here wants to know what was going through your head after you managed to get that 3 count on Jackson Crowley and having 2 titles on your shoulders.
Honestly, there's really no thoughts that were going through my head at that moment. It was really just pure adrenaline and honestly, actual shock. I really couldn't believe it. But it's crazy because for someone to win 2 heavyweight titles almost pretty much back to back, it's not really heard of a lot. So I'm very lucky, very fortunate. Unfortunately, I was unlucky last night in Arkansas at APW. He wanted his rematch. He got it. He thinks he scares people, but I think that he's just scared because, I mean, he's the one that has his tag team partner at ringside. I don't have anybody at ringside to help me. So, I mean, that's another story, though. But yeah, it was definitely one of the biggest moments of this year for me so far. That's for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you've been on all cylinders this freaking fall. I mean, I know you got that victory about like 9 days ago, or 8 days ago, but now 1 week later, you had dropped it, pulling the whole Tommy Wildfire Rich thing on us, but
Well, I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't have both of them, but I still got one of them, so I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah, so you're still CCW champion though, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's either that or you stole the belt, Ruby. I'm just saying.
No, I don't steal it. I'm too good for that.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to pull a douche move like Logan Paul would, but trying to pawn the belt off.
That guy don't get me started.
Dude, that shit was good. That was funny.
So your name is Trending Trent Daniels, and you're making yourself trend all over the place, basically. Something similar.
I mean, trying to at least. Yes, that's the goal, to get everybody talking about me. So,
what was like your inspiration on going that route with your lifestyle and your name and everything?
There was a couple influences as far as wrestlers go. When you really look at the name, I won't really go into detail on that. But just looking at today's age, social media is everything. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has Instagram. Everybody has Twitter. Everybody, or X, whatever. Everybody has Facebook. Everybody's connected through social media. So really, I mean, it was a no-brainer. The hashtag trending thing, I hadn't really heard anybody use anything like that before, so it sounded like it would be something that was, kind of more me, more genuine. It just kind of fit everything pieced together perfectly, and I've been rocking it for 5 years now, so it's been great.
And I mean, definitely, not only making it your name, but also a good search feature for people. Because all I had to do was type in that, and bam, I was able to find so much like videos on you, promos, and everything that you've done. So it helps a lot.
If you type in trending and Trent Daniels together, I'm gonna pop up, baby. That's
yeah. Which is the big thing is like, there was a wrestling manager called the Matt Maniac at one time, and people asked, "Why do you wear black and yellow?" It's that's my style. That's my, that's my marketing strategy. There, people would remember black and yellow and everything like that. And so, I mean, again, that's all you, and people are remembering the trending this, trending that, and everything like that, and comes out great with it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I think Z, I think we're back down to you, brother. If you got something.
Not right now.
Never now. Oh, okay. Okay.
I've been thinking, man. I've been thinking. I'm just.
Yeah. So yeah. So what I wanted to kind of find out here, obviously you've been in here for 5 years. You've been in here for a good while. Now, is there, if you could change anything about, I mean, because you see AEW, you see WWE, you see all the other big promotions. Like I said, we've already talked about territories. Okay, so not really worried about the territories so much. Okay, if there's any, with you, if you get a chance to watch AEW or WWE or anything else like that, okay, if there's anything that you could change about about what the big promotions are doing today on the mainstream, to make any improvements or something that you think would draw the audience, what would that be and why?
Oh man, that is a hard question. Holy crap! I was not ready for that. Wow.
I mean,
honestly,
like I said, I've got a list myself, but that's just me. I'm for as long as
obviously there are things that you could change, but I mean, it's like I kind of got to go back to what Punk said. I think there should be more professionalism. We're here to make money. We're here to do a job. That's what we need to do, no matter what it is. So that's going to be my answer for that.
Okay,
that's a good one. Period. That crosses like boards.
That covers everything and then some there. So and definitely,
that's the thing. Like, and that's the thing. Like I've said it before. Like, I'm damn sure not here to make friends. I don't care who you are, what locker room it is. I don't like you. I don't want to be friends with any of you. Like, I don't even want to be around the people that I have to be around at the shows when I have to wrestle. So what makes you think I want to be around you? I want to go in there, kick ass, get paid, and go home.
There you go.
That's why you're trending right there.
Yes. Yeah. That's why you're trending, exactly. But I've also heard there's a report out that apparently there is actually an unannounced clause in the agreement of Punk returning to WWE, and that happens to be a behavioral clause.
I'm pretty sure they do that with every wrestler, though. If I'm not mistaken, I've heard about in their contracts where that's something that they go over now. Period. Like, this is the standard. This is what you expect to be.
And sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but social media is everywhere. Cameras are everywhere. If you're not on your best behavior and you're not being professional like you should be, people are going to catch you, and it's going to get talked about.
Ruby knows how I know and everything, but at least 10 years ago they still had that kind of stuff that they talked about. And deals and everything.
It doesn't make it makes no sense that people have like hounded on that kind of stuff and like showed it, because they wouldn't have brought him back if he legitimately was a threat to wrestling or anything like that. But like, also they're going to check their marks, because look at everything that's happened to them. There's a reason WWE is the upper echelon. There's a reason they're up there, is because they've had to go through all of that and go through all those growing pains with all those scandals. And makes sense to me. But I do have a question now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been zoning out here lately, so like I feel like my brain skips a lot as of late. So I do apologize for the zone out. But I'm going to steal a Ruby question usually, because he likes to ask our guests this. And I think this is a fun question. You've only been now 5 years in the business, but tell us or if you can tell us, because you have those too. You can't go behind too far, but any good road stories or incidents with fans that you've like pictured as a memorable moment in your career?
Oh man, for sure. There was this one fan I remember specifically. I was talking crap, doing my thing, getting riled up, and apparently he didn't like the things that I was saying, probably because they were true. But he threw a drink in my face, and then I had to wrestle with alcohol all over me for the rest of my match. So that stuck with me. I'm pretty sure he said something about my mother. So then the referee at that point had to get in between us, because I was ready to go.
Oh, don't talk about mom.
Yeah, you can't be talking about moms, man. Hey,
except for the one mommy,
Oh. Oh my! Here we go.
Really? Again with this? Come on now.
So,
because I know Ruby would probably take like the final question and everything with it. So what I want to know is, you have like the goal, like you said, 3 to 5 years. You would like to be somewhere and everything. Is there anything in regards to style of matches, type of matches, gimmicks, angles, or anything like that you personally don't think you would do in this business to get that far?
Ooh.
I mean, I can say this: you definitely won't see me going through any sort of glass or anything. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to my body. I want to last in this business.
But the grass is real now.
Doing that stuff doesn't make sense to me and my body. So I think I'm going to refrain from doing all that kind of stuff. I'll leave that to the people who they love that stuff. So I'm going to let them love it. They can have fun with that. I think that as far as style of matches, I think that no matter what match it is, I'm going to go in there and wrestle my style of match, regardless.
Respect.
That's
Right.
Damn perfect answer there.
So, I mean, there's an art to it, but for me, like I said, there was a short time where I was a promoter and booker over in Evansville, Indiana. So, but to me, there was no room for a death match on my card. and it will never be room for a death match on my card. And trust me, as a promoter, I will make sure and I will scrub through your match to make sure nothing is under the ring, nothing is in your gear, nothing that comes out here. Because if I see a freaking Sylvania light tube pack that comes out of your freaking gear, I'm going to confiscate it, because I will not allow it. But no, for me, a death match is no, because, bro, unless if you're.
It's just like I said, I want to last in this business. I'm only 5 years in. I want to last 15, 30 more. So I don't feel like doing that to my body on a weekly basis would really help that.
Exactly. So we don't want to do that. And like I said, the show art, I mean, like I said, anything else as far as we want to, the art of the show, is to really for the skill. Like I said, I'm an old school guy. I mean, like I said, you take you take the energy, you take the drama out of these personal feuds from the territories back in the days, and that's what's really missing. It's something that's drawn out. I mean, the only thing that's really drawn out right now is we're going to wonder, Cody, you're going to finish that story yet? But no one's really came back to that yet. But we know it's out there. We're just not focused on it right now because now Shinsuke Nakamura has got in his path. So to at least until we get to the Royal Rumble when we're talking WWE East now. So just kind of giving an example. So, there's ways you can play out the story and things just, like I said, back in the day, they carried out a storyline, and I think you can still carry out a good storyline. There's still, for those who do TV in like different areas and all that, you can still carry out a good story. You can still carry out a good feud. If it's done properly, it can be done, and it can be done without people getting bored of it.
If there's no storytelling in professional wrestling, then we've lost the grasp of what professional wrestling really is.
Very well said.
And see, this is one of the reasons I don't care what you say, Ruby. I still like the COVID era of wrestling when it went back to just nothing.
So selling to some piped in chants.
Who cares about that? Stop that! Like that's not even point. I'm just saying, like the going back to storylines and the actual like development of a storyline. Why how the pieces got there. And me, I like to sidearm book, so like it's made it fun again to where you as a fan can sit there and sidearm book it. You can be also happy that the booking is just crazy. Everything's intertwined. I love it. It's beautiful. Are you ready for the last question, or can I redeem myself with another question off of GQ's question?
You can go ahead with yours because I got a little bit of fun for him.
So you talking about you're not going through no glass or anything like that. But what is a match like on a bucket list? What is your match that's on your top bucket list? What kind of match would you want to be in?
Anything, as long as I'm in the ring. If I want someone who's going to challenge me, someone who's anybody who's going to challenge me to grow and expand and to learn when I'm in the ring with them is a match that I would love to have.
Cool. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great answer on that. Definitely. I mean, and somebody that probably could pull out the best of him and take him to his limits to prove just how
100%.
how trending and great he is. Definitely.
Yeah. So my last activity here for me is kind of a kind of going through like where like say for yesterday you were at a show, right? You wrestled all weekend, so you actually had two opportunities. So today's the day you wake up, it's show day later on the night, so you know in your mind when you wake up, you got to prepare yourself, even because you got to see how your day plans out. You want to plan out your day to make sure you're ready for that night. Trust me, I've been there many times. So, when you get on the road, what is your favorite go-to snack that gives you a quick pick me up?
Oh man, yeah, that's such a good question
Favorite.
because it's I feel like it's going to be so typical. It's just the your average McDonald's McDouble or McChicken. Let's grab it and get on the go and get to the show.
There you go. There you go. Just get something in you. Okay.
That's right.
Do you have a preferred favorite drink? Do you do energy drink? Do you use something different other than
I
that?
don't do soda. I do like energy drinks. I'm a big coffee guy. I really like. Probably have to have nice coffee before I wrestle. That's a must.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Monster also has a Monster Rehab, which is non-carbonated, and they got the tea blends like strawberry lemonade or peach tea or the Arnold Palmer with the tea and lemonade and all that. So that's some good stuff. Um, do you have any like pre-match rituals? Like, do you stretch? Do you do like a certain set of
I,
calisthenics?
I stretch. I try to always make sure. Obviously, I'm here at the gym now. I try to always make sure that I hit a lift. Not too heavy the day of a show or the day before a show, but I always try to get a good burn, get a good sweat, and then of course just stretching out before. And then I do always I like to say a prayer before I go out just for my own safety. That's pretty much it before I go out there.
Oh, okay. So, son, I guess it's a would you. Now I got a couple would you rather ours. Would you have a road trip with decent pay, or a local trip with lesser pay?
Road trip with decent pay because I don't mind driving. The miles are where it's at. You got to put.
All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, scheduled itinerary or being spontaneous?
I try to like to keep scheduled itinerary, but it's normally spontaneous.
There you go. Cool. Let's see. More time or more money?
Oh, more money.
More money? Time's overrated?
That's overrated. I'm here to make money.
There you go. In your opinion, best wrestler today?
I mean, would it be selfish to say it myself? Okay,
There's no real or wrong answers.
That's the answer I would give if somebody asked me that question. So
I would say it myself normally, but since I feel like this is a pretty big question, I'm actually going to try and get an answer. I mean, in my opinion, I have to go with MJF, and I know a lot of people don't love what he's done recently, and I can't agree or disagree with that. But as far as his ring awareness, his storytelling, his professionalism, he checks all the boxes of what a professional wrestler should be.
Right. And then when you're traveling, and so I'm sure you listen to music too. You either got your headphones, Beats, whatever that you're in, AirPods, whatever. Wherever using Spotify or any other type of music platform, your favorite 3 go-to artists to listen to.
Number one is definitely Drake, especially when I'm at the gym. And then I do like blasting the WWE theme song playlist on the way to shows and things like that.
There you go.
And then for the other one, I'll go with my top 3. Man, I'm gonna go with some good old Metallica. Really like the jams in Metallica.
Now that, my friends, is diversity. You got Drake, WWE themes, Metallica. Totally 3 different genres that you can mix in. And as long as it does, if it's something that fits your groove whenever you're working out, getting into the flow, that's what you go to. So, like I said, because I mean, mine is all over the place. I can't even narrow it down to 3. So, I'm glad that somebody does. But of course,
he listens to Baby Shark, is what it is.
Oh my Lord! Somebody plays that at their pre-show, and I wish they quit that. Anyway, hey, no, seriously, I've heard it too many times.
It's not just that one either. Z.
I know.
I'm calling out mine.
I mean, it could always be, the song that never ends.
Oh, I'll do that.
The worst songs you hear at wrestling shows.
Oh my God. The worst songs, period. My God. So,
God dang, I hate you now because I have it stuck in my head.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
This is the song.
Shoot. And let's see, guys, do you have? Look, see, I can't get over you, man, doing that.
You're stuck in my head, and I have to get a workout after this.
This is the workout that never ends. It keeps going.
This is the song that doesn't end.
Hey.
If you're
gonna get the best workout in.
If you think that's bad, look up "Surfing Bird" by the Trash Men. That will definitely get you.
I mean, I'm still jamming a White Knight right now, so.
Oh my God, dude!
Straight up, bro.
So, do you have Apple Music or Spotify?
Spotify, definitely a Spotify guy for sure.
Okay.
Yay!
I don't know. Maybe White Knight might be. I don't know. Maybe White Knight would be on Spotify.
It is.
Is it?
All of it, bro.
White Knight instrumentals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked them up and I kind of see how you enjoy them for a while. Oh my God, we're being goofy. And I know you've got a workout to do, man. But
you're good.
Which one is that?
Wild Nights. This is one of his.
Wild Nights. Okay.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that 80s kind of like movie video game soundtrack.
It's 8-bit.
I love that stuff.
Bro, it's 8-bit music. It is the greatest stuff. And then there's WWE themes. That's what I was trying to look for. Hold on. I gotta show you this now.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I guess I could do it. Oh my gosh. We're being a bunch of nerds here, so forgive us. Let's see. White Knight instrumental. Let's see. Wow. Wow.
This stuff's awesome, bro. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Oh yeah, Ric Flair, of course. Yeah, Ric Flair. Well, before we get too deep into that, holy crap,
yes, dude. I love it. I love it.
So you're across social media. You're hashtag trending. So where can we find you on social media, Trent?
Oh man, Instagram official Trent Daniels. X is Trent Daniels 24, and then Facebook is just Trent Daniels Pro Wrestler. But you can pretty much go to YouTube, Google, anywhere, and type in Trent Daniels, and my lovely face will pop up, and you'll probably see me kicking someone's ass.
There you go. Ground and pound, man. Ground and pound. Only use the aerial when you need to. So
yeah. Daddy doesn't like to leave the ground that much. I like to keep my feet pretty flat on the ground.
Yeah, I don't trust my aerial to the sky that much either. I think it's because the way I that is a Tyler Cooley's kind of making a. Oh my gosh, I can't get out of that. Sorry.
So
Actually,
looks
there we
like
go.
making a naughty.
the Doink the Clown theme, but
Yeah, yeah, ground and pound. Yeah, so yeah, that is a type of fighting style, ground and pound. So
Hey, I know
my
I'm going to interrupt again, but
fighting style is whatever it takes.
there you go. Absolutely,
facts. Speaking of
right.
somebody that takes, Dan Severn. White Knight has a Dan Severn.
Oh, he does.
I actually met them.
anyway, moving on.
I think you can own the entire library for like 19.99. They'll give you a list of like 4,000 songs. You know, they need a
Max
if you
Moon.
need something.
Okay,
Taz.
moving on.
Vader.
So what? Do you have any more shows the end of the year off and any upcoming ones next year?
No, I think for after this weekend for the rest of December, I am kind of just gonna be taking a break, focus on getting my body recovered, getting ready to go for 2024 because I'm gonna push even harder than I did this year. I'm beyond humble and excited to see what 2024 has to offer for me. I can't be more excited.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, like I said, it's some people are still keeping shows all the way up to the end of the year. Some just want to take a rest. I know I'm taking a rest until January. I know I'll have something in January no matter what. So, uh, yeah, might as well just enjoy the break while you can. Get a chance to maybe a good thing that I need to challenge myself because I'm not really much in the. I mean, I need to kind of challenge myself on a diet. Yeah, if I could do a diet through the holidays, I could probably do a diet in any time. So I think that's what I'm going to be. I think that's where I need to put my energy towards. Is that I need to start feeling a little bit better. So,
Oh,
oh
and
my goodness.
I don't blame you. I'm in the same boat. Like you said, I've been going hard all year, so my body is. I mean, just from wrestling Jackson last week, I have a broken finger. So I'm bruised up from wrestling this weekend. So I mean, it's just this is the life that we chose. So
Wow. Yeah, man. Well, heal up, get better. Like I said, stick to what you know, and then you're gonna come out firing. Maybe your next, probably your next show, maybe a cape, possibly.
yeah, it's, Cape Championship Wrestling. January 13th is the one night riot. It's kind of like it's like a big rumble match. It's a 20 man over the top. Last one standing in the ring gets a shot at my CCW Heavyweight Championship, and it doesn't matter who it is because I can tell you one thing: I haven't put all this hard work in for nothing, and nobody's taking this off of my shoulders.
There you go. I mean that's a good title to have. Like I said, it's been like I said, Brandon Barbwire has been multiple times champion down there, and a lot of good talent down there that showcases. I mean, I know a lot of good guys, especially Peyton Ayers. I know that's gone down there.
You mean that guy? The guy that I fell off of a cage because of through a table.
Yeah. I mean, you Peyton Ayers in a bad mood. You're going to be regretting why. The dude's tough.
He's a big mean dude. When he is angry, you better look out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So a lot of good stars to come into Cape. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a way to. If I get one of the next shows, maybe we'll get their poster up here because it's not a far drive down to down 55 from St. Louis. I mean, you just drive 55 south down, you'll hit Cape, and it's not too far off. from where you guys have your shows. So, you know.
Yep. And we've been running in Perryville here lately, which is actually about
right off of 55. Yeah.
Yeah.
Know exactly where Perryville is, man. I taken a lot of trips to Anna, Illinois, and I think GQ knows a lot about that. So,
not like we want to talk about it, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to brag about.
We're talking about it now.
No, that's the road stories, dude. You don't want to talk about the road stories, but you know, just saying. Oh my! But no, brother, it was like I said, it's good. You know, man. Hopefully, again, you make your way back up to East Carondelet. I know with SICW around the St. Louis area. You know,
sure. I'm really looking forward to getting back up there and seeing everybody again real soon, and you know, continuing to expose myself and get my name out there.
There you go. You got to get it where you get it, man. You know, there's a reason why you're in this business. You got to get your name out there. You're doing the right thing with getting the trend out there. Maybe get some different areas, man. You've already hit what? Have you wrestled in 4 states?
Let's see. So Tennessee, Arkansas, technically Mississippi, you could say, Illinois, and Missouri. So yeah, that's just those.
Okay. So probably 5. Oh, I thought for some reason you hit Indiana for some reason, but
I probably could have at some point. You know, once
right.
Yeah.
Getting that exposure. Yeah, definitely getting that exposure. So just keep working at it, my friend. I know we'll see each other soon. Yeah, but enjoy your holiday. Stay safe.
Thanks.
And best of the new year to you. We'll definitely see you down the road in 2024, man.
Thank you. You guys have a good evening, and thank you for the very enjoyable time this evening. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. We'll see you down the road, bro.
See you guys. You guys have a good one.
All right. So, wait. Let's go back to this. There we go. We'll come over here. You go. You got it, bro. You got it. Yeah, that's fine.
I stopped touching it. It was fun. Hi, GQ.
I know.
Welcome back.
Be push button. Oh my gosh. So man, no, I know the audio was a little bit tricky, and I know it's, you know, like I said, it was actually coming from Trent's side. You know, I mean, I didn't, you know, realize, but I know, I don't know. He did have an AirPod in there. I'm going to blame the AirPod for the bad.
I blame anything that's Apple. So
yeah, I know.
You don't even know if it was Apple. It could have been like some other third-rate company from 5 Dot Below.
It was an Oral B that was in his ear, and he was just kind of faking us out.
Anyway, good night, everybody.
It was a toothbrush head, just faking us out.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So, other than with AEW, I mean, my God, let's talk about goodness. Let's talk about the return. You watched SmackDown this week already, Z?
Yes, sir.
God, what a phenomenal show that was, and we already know the Viper's intentions now with Randy Orton, and can you just tell, even with back in Raw and with SmackDown, can you tell, missing 18 months, I mean, that was literally probably the most genuine response that Randy had. I mean, when he came out,
100%.
When he came out for SmackDown, when he came out from behind the petition coming out, and you can hear him say, "I love each and every one of you," like that. So
my favorite part of all of this return for Randy, and everybody's like, "Oh, he got overshadowed." No, he didn't. Stop it, you idiots! Stop it. Because them fans in that arena, I think they were in Nashville, right? For Raw.
For Raw, yes.
I want to say it was Nashville. We're on their feet, roaring for him, and then the stuff with him and Rhea when he's like, "Daddy's home." Like, come on, man, that was. And then they're just chanting, "Daddy's home, Daddy's home, Daddy." Like, and him and Dominic put on a killer match, bro. That Raw match was phenomenal. I'm telling you, I think we're about to see a different gear of Randy Orton. I have a buddy in We Talk Wrestling, Mr. Brian Olson, that likes to say that Randy Orton was Randy Orton.
We know Brian. I think Ruby knows him too.
And he would call him Randy Borton, right? Or Borton, because he was boring. Because he's just so robotic, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, man, he is the epitome of a sports entertainer. Like, he's everything. He checks the box, like JBL Triple H says. Like, Orton's the guy that you build if you want to build a wrestler. Hate to say it. Also, another shout out to another friend on there, Dustin Vaughn, who pointed out that Randy Orton is starting to look more and more like his backyard slammer action figure thing. the video. What was the video game? Grab the slam.
Was
All-Star? No,
or
not that one.
All-Stars?
All-Star. It was All-Star Wrestling for the video games. He's starting to look like his All-Star Wrestling figure.
And I would say, hey, I had some money well spent. Randy Orton came through with it. We buried Fool's Count everywhere with that RKO.
Stop it.
Oh,
come on.
Okay.
Stop it.
Come on.
Stop it. Yeah, the RKO to Nick Aldis.
Yeah, that was great. I keep saying this here, but it's now Nick Aldis is going to have some possible repercussions for Randy, and
you already took to Twitter and said get your paycheck, your checkbook out.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, but no, I mean, for this past year, knowing that I've been in the close vicinity with Nick Aldis down at SICW taking on the Telecon earlier in the year, and then of course that whole private viewing of that, where we're not going to. Let's just say it was just kind of a project that we were invited to. It's not public, so you're not going to get any.
It's not going to be for a while now.
Yeah, it's not going to get out there, bro. So, no, but it's just kind of a shame that maybe Nick Aldis is not in an active. But Nick Aldis has not even announced, he's officially retired. It's just that WWE has him in that capacity.
Yeah, but he's a guy that can be in that capacity. We're going to get a whole new version of Nick Aldis, and the RKO sets up beautifully for the potential of him coming out and fighting somebody.
I'm probably the only one who's going to say this. I want to see a WrestleMania match, but not with Randy and Nick. I want to see Nick and Adam go.
Oh, that would be sick, bro. Where they're leading. Okay. Hear me right now, WWE. Since you failed to give us a Survivor Series 5-on-5 match at Survivor Series, redeem yourself right now. Make a Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce 5-on-5 where they're the captains of their teams and they go in and give us a WrestleMania match with them in the ring with their 5-on-5 with their 4 people.
Special guest referee Ace Steel.
I am such a fan of Nick Aldis and Adam. I'll be honest, okay. I lost track of NWA for a while when they left. I think when they finally separated from TNA, right? So I didn't really see much of Adam Pearce's stuff, right? But I absolutely have loved and I've raved ever since he became a pretty much on-star character for WWE, on-scene character for WWE in this role of the Authority. I think Adam Pearce is hands down one of the best on-air Authority figures that WWE has ever had. I would rank him right up there with some of the best guys. I've enjoyed everything he's done. And for him and Nick Aldis to get their WrestleMania match fighting each other because they fought in the NWA and all this stuff and they worked so hard to get to this. Sold. Give me that match, bro.
They did not fight in the NWA.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying they never face each other. That's the crowning point of that match.
I'm saying just them working their way up and how they've worked their way up through the different promotions and stuff to get here. give us that match where like the merger. I'm telling you, this is what I love about Triple H. I think Triple H is trying to bring back some of that like nostalgia of the old, right? And really influx it into the new generation. And if we could pull some of that up and he would do that and pay homage to their careers, bro, money, I'm telling you, money. Look, see, I know what I'm talking about. I got validation from men like him. I'll say it just like CM Punk said it. Where did he say it? It was the Cauliflower Club. He said it in an interview. When Harley Race put the stamp of approval on me, I didn't need anyone else. That's how I feel about Herb Simmons right there.
There you go. And then let's talk about the after they went off the air on SmackDown, how Jimmy Uso was still laid out for the RKO, and they were trying to roll the carpet, and then somebody had to push him out of the way.
Thank you, Jimmy, for that beautiful thing. But let's not forget, this man's done the same thing.
I've done the same thing.
They rolled him up.
You remember when I got attacked by Wicked? I was knocked out so hard that they were still tearing down the cage when I was still laying there.
But Jimmy Uso, like, I know I bragged about Jay, and I that's still my Uso. That's still my dude. I want to see him win a world title so bad it's not funny. Like, I think Main Event Jay is not just a moniker. I think it's a real thing. I tune into WWE for Jay Uso. But Jimmy's been killing his role right now in WWE. I'm telling you, right? Like, Jimmy Uso, A grade, brother. Keep it up. That promo that he does where he got hurt, and he's like, I just came from the back, from the trainers. I'm out, blah, blah, blah. And Roman just looks at him. He's like, looks like I'm back in. That's gold. Like, I love the Usos are great.
Yeah, that's awesome. And let's also, like I said, on it's up text. Of course, with Raw next week, Cody's going to address Shinsuke, and then I forgot. I don't know if there's a major match that's going to be held. Oh yeah, Seth Rollins defending against Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
Yep.
So dude, make it happen. Make it happen.
If that happens, that'll be.
Oh, make it happen. Pull the trigger.
Yeah, speaking of pulling the trigger, when are we going to see Damian Priest actually cash in that sucker?
I mean,
Keep watch for that. Keep watch for that this Monday. Tomorrow night. Keep watch for that. You never know. Something like that could happen. But also next Friday, SmackDown hosting Tribute to the Troops. Now, here's what I want to kind of bring up here about that. Two things. One.
I missed that.
Yeah, so it's Tribute to the Troops next week. So, one thing I want to ask about that, your take. Why are they not doing it on, even if it's an Army base here in the States? It's lost its flair for Tribute at the Troops, to me. Why can't we do it at a base?
Where is it at? Because I didn't even know. I missed them announcing that, obviously.
How many bases have a lot of people that are in the States right now, though? That's the question.
That's a good question.
I mean, maybe there could, I don't know, maybe because of a high alert that's going on right now with everything going on and the whole hostage situation here. I'm not going to get deep into that, but maybe they'll be on maybe on alert from there. But also remember that the SmackDown is also going to be hosting CM Punk returning to SmackDown. So now it kind of plays out,
That's crazy.
Really, CM Punk only makes the appearance. It's, to me right now, in your opinion, you see CM Punk fitting on Raw or SmackDown?
You want my honest answer?
SmackDown.
Yeah.
I say you say F all that. All right? And he actually goes to NXT.
Oh my Lord, no! You're not.
No, look at all the effort. No, they're connecting the shows. Go to NXT, bro, and be the head honcho there.
Okay, seriously,
Yes.
You want arenas to sell out, not your whole performance center warehouse. You're going to be putting Punk either Raw or SmackDown.
I agree, but he's going to Raw. He's going to Raw. He's going to Raw. That's my final answer. But I want him to go to NXT.
I say it's going to be SmackDown.
No, he's going to Raw.
There's too much star power of SmackDown now. Randy, LA Knight, Bloodline. Where does Punk fit?
Any show that doesn't have Seth on it is going to be the key.
Stop it.
I'm being serious.
No, you're.
No. The whole thing is, you have to put him on Raw. I mean, Randy's over on SmackDown now. You cannot put CM Punk because then you're almost burying him. So you have to put him on Raw. Whether he has a beef with Seth or not, Seth has got to put his big boy pants on and work him.
If not, AEW taking.
Happen. You know it's something that's going to happen, and it's got to happen. But make Seth eat crow, and work Punk. That's all there is. My bottom line.
People don't even realize, like, this is how bad it is sometimes. But there's already layers to their storyline. There's already like so many layers to Seth and CM Punk fighting that there's so much money in there for that to happen. CM Punk made a comment back in NXT when he was back in NXT, Seth was, when he just won the NXT title for the first time in the black and gold, about being just a nobody and he's not going to make the title. So there's so many layers. Put him on Raw, make money, but also, once again, with what I just added, if they want to make the third brand a bigger viable asset, put Punk on NXT and sell out some arenas for NXT and get those boys some cred, because NXT's were pretty good stuff there, and that would just solidify things. And it'd be funny to see Punk go, hey, look what I did with NXT. You couldn't do that. There is so much stuff that you could do with that, and if it gets left on the table, it gets left on the table. But I'm just saying, sidearm booking from Zamiz.
I'm just saying that when
Punk
was announced a return in 7 years from anything, when he signed with AEW, when he returned to the United Center, that place sold out so quick. You got so many tickets here. Why would you? I mean, I understand you want to give the energy to NXT, but for on a business sense, something that makes sense, he's going to have to go to Raw. Maybe he might make an appearance in NXT, but that's probably about it, bro.
Oh, I agree. I understand. This is just me overbooking probably a great thing that could never happen.
Yeah. But we'll see what's upcoming this week, because we, like I said, Raw is tomorrow night. Then we work on SmackDown on Friday. Like I said, there's money in everything. There's money. There's there you go. And probably Punk won't even wrestle until like the Rumble. He won't even don the tights until the Rumble, guys. So it's interesting to see how Punk will play this out. So, but no. Like I said, guys, I think we're going to be wrapping this up here this week. There wasn't too much going on. Like I said, probably would have been a little bit longer if my guy would have helped get me some upcoming shows. But we improvise as much as possible. But hey, we'd like to thank #trending Trent Dangles for being our guest this week for episode number 128 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Any final words from Z before we get out of here?
I think we've heard me rant enough today.
Yeah.
Enjoy and have fun.
I think you've heard me rant enough, and I think I'll give the offer to GQ though, if he's got anything.
Nope.
I'm good. Nope. We're not here. I understand. So.
Hold on. No. Texan can't do this to me. Texan cannot do this to me because him and I got it. Like, we didn't get into it, but we talked about this on We Talk Wrestling. GQ, if you need to go and you want to go ahead and get out, brother. Ruby and I'll finish it out. Okay. But there's big rumors going around on the interwebs. Now, the interwebs, it's full of BS here and there, but I like to sidearm book. I like to talk about things that could happen, may happen, sometimes may not. And this is one of the big stories right here, is that there is potentially, we will get the match that was rumored at one time, was hinted to at one time, back when him and Punk had their first, face to face. We know it could happen because it's Stone Cold just literally had a match, guys. Like, just literally. And how awesome would WrestleMania 40 be when you bring back two of the most controversial professional wrestlers when it comes to how they've handled business, how they've, carried themselves on screen, off screen, both of them, but Punk and Stone Cold.
I think that's money.
I think it could happen. I believe it could happen because, for one, it's professional wrestling. You don't never say never. When will people not understand that? But this is huge money to me. And Punk said he was there to make money. And God dang it, if something like this happened, you put Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce in a 5-man Survivor elimination match, and number 2 of the matches on the card of WrestleMania, I'm putting my money on that card 100% because that is amazing, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it, Texan. Big money.
I agree. I mean, people say, "Oh, it's going to be Punk and Rollins." Well, like I said, Austin may have one more in there. Yep, huge money. So, Austin really carried himself against Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 38.
That match was fun. I think Punk and him
was way beyond my expectations. To end that on night 1 of WrestleMania 38 was phenomenal. And both of those guys did an excellent job. That was a really good WrestleMania.
You know what? You give me a CM Punk Stone Cold tag team against The Rock and Cena, I would pay for that 100%.
Right.
It's their rivals, man. It's their top rivals facing off against each other. And GQ, go home.
No, we're
GQ, I love you. I wouldn't. No.
I know, but no, right. We had to touch on that subject. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah,
I'm pumped to have Punk back. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Orton, everything. Wrestling feels really good, and I enjoy it right now.
Guys, I almost did this. So, honestly, this will be the last thing I'm going to share real quick.
And then, yes!
Okay.
I can't wait.
So, this I want to announce here. This has already been booked. If I know I have my guests coming up, I want them to make sure that they're pushing this. But next week, episode number 129, this is Ari Alexander, who is out of the Midwest around the Ohio, Kentucky, Ohio Valley area. She's actually done work in Ohio Valley Wrestling. And of course, some other notable places. And she is kicking ass, taking names, and she's even held her own seminar. So she's been in for a good number of years, and we're excited to have her on next week. So make sure you tune in. So that's next week, episode number 129. Ari Alexander will be our special guest. So hopefully, yep. So we're
God dang it! Eat your heart out, Tyler Cooley.
That's right. So Ari Alexander will be sitting down with us next week. In fact, we're going to be kicking off with that because she's in the Eastern time zone. So we're going to be starting on time. I'm going to make sure that I am there on time, ready to go. I'm trying to plan my entire week to make sure I'm here on time. We're right at 9:00. And we're going to get right on the books with Ari Alexander. So, yeah. And by the way, texting, we did cover that as far as
I was going to tell him that. Yeah.
We
talked about that already.
But shoot. Yeah, but next week, guys, episode number 129, Ari Alexander next week. So you're going to be very, very
Tyler, just remember, no clowning around.
Give me another sip of that haterade.
That's
been a great show.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Look at that. Just for you, buddy. So, for the Gem City Mouse, The Miz, and GQ, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby. This has been episode number 128 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. We thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next week. And with our special guest of Ari Alexander for episode number 129. You guys have a great week. And we'll be back here with another great edition of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. You have a good night, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. We thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Don't forget our friends at the following: Keeping It Cool with Tyler Cooley, the Searcher and Hide podcast, and We Talk Wrestling. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast is an LTX Enterprises production.